シージファンの皆様、こんにちは、こんばんは。とある薬学生と言います。今回も最後まで楽しんでいってください。
Just as of yet here, and we now sit with under 1 minute remaining on the clock. Wall is going to start to get popped open over here on the inside of maintenance. Mint will shift his own position to put the CCE shield in the way of that and prevent a possible push from here. TSM, besides that, not looking at a whole lot of other options. They are being denied beautifully by Dark Zero right now. TSM may have no choice but to just force the issue here over the next couple seconds if things don't start to change. 30 seconds now remaining here for TSM. They're going to start sending in the firebolts to force the Clash to finally turn onto an angle where they can shoot her, and all of a sudden, TSM show up with frags left and right. 3 pickups coming out of absolutely nowhere. Still needing to get onto the site to try and go for this plant. Hyper's in the way. He's going to start to turn things back around for his team. The plant attempt is going down in the corner in the meanwhile and will not be denied by one of the last players alive for Dark Zero here. Houghton still trying to line one up, but he's going to get picked by Achieved, and now everything falls to the man, the myth, the legend. It's Hyper in the 1vx clutch situation. He's going to have to try and close this out entirely from a 1
HP remaining here. Frag grenade in, and a very well-placed frag grenade indeed from Achieved. It bounces into split and kills off Skies. They need to set up for the plant now, though. They've shifted Eclipse, and he still has the shield in play. Mint with plenty of intel as well, as TSM has all gathered at the bottom of Dragon's Stairs. Still 5-man up, though, so pay attention to where that last member is as the execute goes off. Geo with quite a bit of damage taken out from Houghton across the way. Achieved now has to try and get that diffuser, but Hyper on the reverse end takes out Merc as he hops into barrels. Amazing play here from Dark Zero. Very well timed as they are on a trickle feed into sight. Mint continuously slowing down the barrage of TSM members as Dark Zero continues to shower lead in through the breach. Only 1 member remaining now, and a beautiful round for Dark Zero here on Theme Park.
Man, I can't believe TSM, even like in those very final moments, were convinced and not be stopped, that cannot be reckoned with, that cannot be moved unless you can get behind her and get some shots into her back there. So you see 30 seconds remaining onto the clock. TSM picking up 2 for themselves. Eclipse able to trade 1 back to bring it down into a 3 versus 3, but the most important kill has been found. They took out the Clash. They've opened that opportunity of attack for themselves here, and they are thriving in it now and using the rest of their utility dump to get out onto the site and hopefully get a plant started for themselves. And right on cue, here it comes from Geo as he puts the diffuser onto the ground and starts taking that timer in the other direction.
Well, great post plant here for TSM. Have plenty of site pressure as well, still holding down initiation after this post plant. Geo with a very nice triple now, but immediately gets eviscerated by Hyper and that Alda. Still plenty of bullets inside of this clip to be able to do plenty of damage, but he's on the diffuser. Are they going to rotate in hot time? Pros don't fake, but Hyper will. Turns the other cheek. Can he get the kills? That magazine is all of a sudden quite short, and the deployable in the way of his kill means that Chala wins out on the angle instead. TSM with a very well-placed, well, really everything. They took their trying to get aggressive with Achieve, but they're actually being zapped from the arcade balcony. Merc finally going for the entry, but it actually ends up working out. I was assuming that he would end up getting killed at the top of the staircase, but he's worked his way up here, claimed a kill on the Hyper, and then worked his way back down. And we also have Chala downed in the process, so quite a bit of moving parts here. Nitro Cell, he can't get a gun out in time, and Merc obliterated by that explosive device.
We're trying so hard to back away from that one, only for it to land right in front of his feet. Mint, in the meanwhile, actually switching guns on the Clash to somehow get the pick on Achieved, so that's going to end up going down. He'll potentially have another opportunity for a kill, as I didn't think it could happen. Just kills Chala with the CCE shield. Shock. Now we're seeing him move forward, finally getting some damage onto the Clash, and Geo to finish it off. A little bit of a crouch check as well there, but Skies will trade back that final refrag, taking out Geo and claiming claiming the round for DZ on top of it. Man, but away from the clash, they're capable of shooting shots while having that shield out at the same time. So Darkseer's going to be a little bit careful about how they proceed over these next few moments here, and specifically when push starts to work its way in from TSM due to that man disadvantage they're now up against.
Well, verticality now being worked from Achieve upstairs inside of offices. All of this soft destruction goes right above that yellow wall. Yep, you can see it right now as we switch perspectives over to Skies. Electro Claws in hand, playing that from the split. Ooh, has a Nitro Cell. Isn't going to wait, though, and ends up blowing it quite early on. So Achieve going to take 0 damage from that, and Skies now down a Nitro Cell. So only way to try and prevent anything now is, well, try and kill him with some bullets, but doesn't even matter. Achieve with a nicely placed frag grenade into split takes him down.
That's what the color is for.
That's well, that's it. TSM just kind of walks into sight and kills everybody. And also that, I forgot that does that. Actually just waiting on timer. There's not a single thing that they truly need to do. No real gunfights to be had, but Shaw will find one for himself, but quite a bit of damage will ensue onto him as well.
A little bit of drone hunting to be done here for Chala right now as he's taking them out left and right. Like roaches running across the floor down there, but he's able to get rid of them. Start to see Eclipse. Oh, nearly has himself a lineup, but doesn't realize that the Nitro Cell is thrown at him, so he's going to go down to that. Achieve picks him off. Once again, we're going to sit pretty close to each other, but Merc is going to push the advantage even further now with a double as he takes out Skies and Hot and Cold. Min's not going to last that long either as Bolo comes out from Connector, finishes him off, and claims another round for TSM.
Rotate towards waiting as well if he wants to try and grab an angle in towards Cash. Hyper still running things out. Sees the top of yellow is clear, so Cafe will be good to take as Eclipse works his way up yellow. Seems that this is going to be kind of a half take towards the daycare area, but no, DZ spring into action. Seems that all of those air jabs made them feel safe at home, and yet another good shot from Skies off of a pixel angle. Yes, an amazing read by him indeed, John. Good drone work here, but Mint's even faster. Geometrics, the last man alive, and he's been droned inside of daycare. Works his way towards arcade. He knows the diffuser's still outside. Pre-fires, a touch scared, but he doesn't need very many bullets. Bad news bears, though. No magazine left for him, but Hyper definitely still has some rounds in the chamber, and he'll put those rounds into Geo's head. Dark Zero looking
through and open up the capability for the wall to be breached.
Yeah, ended up having to use those breaching rounds from Ash. That was that pew you heard from her breaching round going off, but very close, John. I commend you for that. So, you're fine, man. So good. It's, yeah, I've got way too much time in this. I could literally probably have like had an entire family if I didn't play this game, you know? Anyways, concussions in now, specifically impacts actually, so they're trying to deal with the clash, and yet another man achieved actually behind Throne. They need to be able to get this diffuser down now with only 5 seconds remaining, but they've blown the opposite wall. This is so very important. Eclipse with 2. He's going to have to swing for 3 now, though, as Chala's lighting the entire world on fire with this Alda. Bolo taken down inside a split. It's all left up to Chala as he pushes it towards the double kill. Pre-fires now, but not very many rounds left. Instead, decides to go for it in the post plant. Reloads, gets that clip size back up to 81 rounds. Still has some sort of intel, though. Has to worry about quite a few angles. One in behind the actual throne as well. One inside of barrels. Let's see how Chala goes about this. Worried about both, but oh no.
However, that's not the death bell starting to toll for them just yet. Nitro Cell out against Mint. Looks like he shot it, though. Was able to actually prevent it from blowing up, so good aim there from Mint. Mark, though, is still going to get the better of another Dark Zero member over on the other side of the map as he eliminates Hyper. And is still sitting here, patiently waiting for more, although at lower HP. Hot and Cold decides to push. He's got a good chance to trade it back. Mint, in the meantime, gets one, unscopes, rescopes in for it. Skies picks up Achieve, but Geo is able to trade that right back out. We're locked into a 2v2. They need to commit themselves to a site push right now and start putting the diffuser on the ground. There it goes from Hutton. Can he complete it? He can't get off of it now. He's locked into it. Mint holds for the first one. Will the plant go onto the ground? Oh, yes! And Mint, not even needing the plant, goes right in for the final frag, taking out the last man alive from TSM and securing the 2-0 victory for Dark Zero Esports.
Oh my, what a hold there from Mint. Put the entire team on his back when he was needed most. Such